And so, welcome back. It's game number 5 of the Rajasthan Senior Women's Football Championship 2022. And of course, the teams from Ajmer, Chittorgarh, Jodhpur, Bhilwara, Kota have joined this tournament, which has so far been a remarkable festival of football and youth development. Today's game, two tasty fixtures, one at 4 p.m. Karauli against Kota and Hanumangarh against Bikaner. It's a very tight schedule as well, as this is being played in a knockout format. This game, Pali against Dungarpur. Both the teams looks impressive, and all the team more than impressive in terms of providing entertainment and showing that there is such a depth of young talent here in Rajasthan. This is, of course, the top tier football championship for women's in Rajasthan, as both the teams would want to showcase that this is the requirement of the hour for Rajasthan football, and what a platform for them to show what they are made of. And even if a few of them go on and have a great career, then that is a massive success. But as it looks like, all the players have been so good, so adept at playing football the right way, that many of them will hopefully go on and have a long career in football, whether it is in Europe or in India. So the players getting introduced to the dignitaries is Vijay Lakshmi and Parihar, national players who brought pride and glory for the state of Rajasthan, getting introduced to the teams. And it is a special day today as well. We've had the Lok Sabha Parliament member Divya Kumari in attendance for the first two games, four more after this one. We will be back tomorrow as well. And Chittorgarh qualified, and Jodhpur as well, and Ajmer, three big teams. But this Pali side over the last few years have made a massive mark in terms of developing Rajasthan football, and Durganpur with the rich tradition, winning so many trophies in Rajasthan and continuously aspiring to do more of that. And so slightly cooler climes compared to the last 2 days on day one. And what a lovely entry for both the teams. Must have a proper fields of a proper tournament here. These players being exposed to such quality football and playing amongst each other, going to surely raise their games. Pali and Durganpur. A lot of these names, of course, probables of what seems like a very bright future for Rajasthan in football. Talking about the team lineups, the side put up by Pali, not too many changes from the head coach. So names in there looks very very impressive. The likes of Bhavika, Nikita, Krishna, the number 6, Roshan Kanwar is one to watch out for. And Amisha Kumari, she's been solid at right back. We learn more and more about these players. Getting on to Durganpur, massive, massive potential in that 11. Some of the players, including the number 20, Nilu Kumari, who's not on the bench but in the starting 11 today, was good. Shows that everybody will get a chance to play and showcase their talent at this stage. Yashoda, Minakshi, Daria, Harshita, Namrata. all in the starting lineup for Durganpur. Pali played out in pre-season, couple of very entertaining fixtures. A 2-1 defeat, but they really proved what they are made of. Even though they lost, that is not important. What is important is that they were expressing themselves. They were showing what they are made of, and none of them had their heads down, chin up always, and kept going and going. And 25 minutes half in Rajasthan Senior Women's Football Championship. 16 teams, 50-minute matches. It's a knockout, and everything is done at the highest level, even the refereeing. Both teams playing slightly different brand of football, and Pali likes keeping it, but have that verve and energy going forward. And Durganpur more used to digging deep and hitting teams on a very quick counter attacks. Pali, of course, is synonymous now with success in Rajasthan football, doing their bid to develop young talent, which is a prerequisite. We are getting ready here at the Union Football Ground with match number 5 between Pali and Durganpur. The referee blows the whistle and we are underway. And this Union Football Ground, it has been a home to age group and senior tournaments in the state. And every time players have played, the scouts have flocked and looking always to find the next big star. And that is that platform. This is that tournament, and this is why it's called Senior Women's Football Championship, as they look to build a tradition that may long continue in Rajasthan football. Dungarpur, they are confident on the ball. They used to playing in this venue previously. Pali will try to adjust, coming a long way from the residential academy to make a mark at the senior level. These players, and Garima Kanwar, and that's the player on your screen. You will hear us say her name time and again over the course of these 50 minutes. Likes to go at her markers. Sloppy in defense. A chance has opened up for Pali. Nothing meaningful from that move down the left. And goal kick for Durganpur. Talking about Garima Kanwar, is highly entertaining. And also this player, Neha, omnipresent from right back. She's got big lungs, great speed, can run up and down the pitch. 50 minutes football now will graduate into playing 90 minutes games in the future. We all know Durganpur. They likes to get quickly on the ball and then stroke it around in their defense before playing that arrow through ball through the middle. They will time and again try to find a Pooja Kumari, and all the procedure to try and find her in imposing positions to support her. And Yashda Chaudhary will be marshalling the team from the back. The quality that they possess reflects in their gameplay. It's just the beginning. 3 minutes on the clock. I've gone through a few of their preseason friendlies in their build up to this tournament. Likes to play at a high tempo. Likes to start in a flurry. Slightly bamboozled in their last friendly, given the fact they've not managed to score. But they are here to show what they are made of, what is the exact brand of football that they like to play and produce. And Pali from the off, slightly on the back foot, defending deep. It is Durganpur controlling proceedings here early on. No nonsense from Ankita Malvia. Both the sides crowded out in the middle of the park. They got to maintain the distance with one another and try and utilize the width, stretch play horizontally and vertically. Try and utilize the length and breadth of the pitch. It's so heartening to see Pali trying to play out from the back, which is the modern day principles being applied by these young girls here. Gone are those days when Indian football was known for hit and run. A slightly scrappy affair down there around the center circle. There's the last player in defense struggling to get past Dungarpur's first line of defense. Here comes Pali. That's a poor touch. Still with the team in pink. The attempt is blocked, and then the second attempt. Nowhere near to touch the target. The goalkeeper just saw that. Crossed the line for a goal kick. The confidence trying to make that happen from behind, and the persistence that they want to play that way. There will be adversities in the way, but they should not drop their guard and keep on trying. Sometimes you just got to forget about the results and try and demonstrate your own playing method, and try to do that day in and day out in training and also in matches. That is how a team grows. It's not rocket science. It takes time to get accustomed to the new systems. The more you play, the better you become. Doesn't get as many distance on the clearance. Dungarpur found it difficult to come out in the attacking area, even though they've had the ball in the middle of the park. Harshita is the player. She might help them do that, but Pali players fall back quickly, and Dunganpur, with that tactic to reserve energy and hit teams late. Four more games coming up after this. It's 10 minutes into the first half, and no goals between Pali and Dunganpur. Both the sides locked at nil-nil. Just a reminder to our viewers, 25-minute halves. It's a knockout. You've got to try and put your best foot forward, getting their acts together in the center. Durganpur, but the number 20, Nilu, now in some space, quickly closed down. Free kick goes Dunganpur's way. Only one player on the bench for Pali, Tanushri. Four available for Dunganpur. If a player gets injured, it's going to be very difficult to toil the remaining minutes for Pali. But here they come from the left, and keeper with an error. And we have the opening goal just slipping under the studs of the goalkeeper. And Bhavika with a goalkeeping howler. That was easy pickings for her between the sticks. But she's made a mess of it, resulting into a goal for Dunganpur. They are in the lead. And how do Pali respond now? Daria, no such clear pattern is emerging as of yet. Too many players just surrounding the ball. Old school football. We've gotten used to seeing in localities and amateur games. The professional level, you expect it to be a lot more better. A very cheap giveaway. And Pali could capitalize now. Thought about the shot, but within just that split second, closed down by Nikita Khatria. And there she is, the number 10, who scored that goal. More to her credit, that was more of a gift from Shriva, Pali's goalkeeper. Dunganpur once again looking good for the second. So much time and space inside the box, but can't find the finish. And Dunganpur Pali leaving it late for that last ditched tackle. And Meenakshi with a good work there. Another low cross, finding her intended target. Once again, trying to open up a body, the forest of legs. Just inside the 6 yard box, and goalkeeper off a line. Another mistake from Shiva. 2 minutes of heart in the mouth of football. No such discipline in Pali's defense. Just like a boys' boarding school without any discipline. First 15 minutes gone. 10 minutes to go in the first half. At present, struggling to get the ball out of their region. Pali side feeling the pressure. A quick press applied by Dungarpur. And a good break here for Pali. The ball forward straight to a pink shirt. This time from the near side, driving forward. Runs into traffic. The move peters away. Slightly pegged back the Pali side while not in possession of the ball. The players lacking in fitness, lacking in agility. This is the number 18, Pooja Kumari. She's got Harshita for company. And Harshita keeps going inside the box. The offside flag goes up against her. She just strayed offside. Dunganpur just digging deep, absorbing the pressure. Krishna Kumari doing what she does the best, soak up the pressure, trying to stay on her feet. Pooja again for Pali, trying to buy half a yard for a crossing chance, well within shooting distance. The ball just ran away from Harshita. Her body posture, her shape, slightly awkward. Now charging towards the box was the Dunganpur side. A crucial intervention from Nisha. Losing their footing. Solid in defense this time. Nicely double teamed. And the through ball falls to a pink shirt. And now it's with Polly. Just rolls over it. A slight push at the back. A free kick for Pali. For Dungarpur, pardon me. Both these sides got to practice and practice hard. They are well too far from modern day football. And maybe feeling the brunt of playing the top tier of state championship, which is a lot more different than playing the friendlies, a tournament of much greater magnitude. Most of the players in the side getting the experience of rubbing shoulders with some experienced players of the state. That is going to come handy for them in the near future, but not now. Maybe after a few more seasons. It has been made compulsory by All India Football Federation to run state tournaments, the men's league and the women's league, to seal that Hero Indian Women's League qualifier spot. Seems like a whistle for the half time between Pali and Durganpur. And they go into the break with a 1-0 lead. A goal from the number 10, Nikita. Join you shortly. Stay tuned. So, welcome back for the second half action between Pali and Durganpur. It is the side in pink with a narrow lead, and we are underway with the second half. 25 minutes reduced to 20 minutes halves due to shortage of time. There are three more games, and after this, no floodlight at this venue. In order to complete the games in within stipulated time frame, we'll have 20 minutes matches now, 40 minutes games, 20-minute halves. I wonder what were the obligations of completing the tournament in such a hurry. Maybe shortage of time, maybe starting it late. All that will be debated. But meanwhile, Pali searching for inroads. Here they come again, snatched away. The flag will eventually go up, straight offside. You won't be expecting Dungarpur to make any change so quickly. They've only left with one option on the bench. And now here comes Pali, down the middle. Keeps going Daria. Back on her feet. Sometimes she just got to pull the trigger. Continues to carry it. And just kept going and going. Sometimes you just got to press the release button and make the right decision inside the penalty area. This is where most of the professional football players of India falters. And that is making the right decision at the right moment. Oh, deceived by the awkward bounce, but recovers well. Oh, the Pali defender. Sometimes those attempted clearance hitting air. Oh, it's almost a comedy of error. Once again, she's gonna be offside. The way those two players clattered. Pali's number 11, Namrata, for a moment just left the ball, clattered with the defender and got it back. So it's all happening here at the Union Football Ground. There's a football extravaganza in women's category all across the country, and especially the Under 17 Women's World Cup which is scheduled in the month of October, is going to be a massive impetus for the country when it comes to women's football, motivate younger generations to take up the sport, turns towards goal, a night shimmy, chance for a shot on the turn. And the flag goes up against the number 11, Namrata. All India Football Federation doing a remarkable job in making sure that there is a football culture among girls. The girls' team have always done better than the men's at the international stage, better in ranking as well, within the first 50 teams in the world. The parent body just ensuring that even while even with playing the sport, you can safeguard your future. You can go a long way by playing the sport. It doesn't take much, only a ball and few patch of land. A whistle from the referee. The goalkeeper almost got herself into trouble. A lot of corporates now are taking a lot of interest in Indian football. They are ready to invest. And India is such a huge, huge market for FIFA. The second most populated country in the world. And football, just one true global sport, which has missed out getting as much attention in the world's second most populated country. It was not so obscure by the glare of outside football, even in early 20s, but now that trend has changed. Now we see parents encouraging their kids to take up the sport. And thanks to the Hero Indian Super League as well for creating that bastion of football support among the football lovers in the country. At one point of time, when we grew up as a kid in schools and colleges, the thing we all discussed was only about the European football, La Liga, EPL. But now, the heroine ISL making a mark, and now also part of the PlayStation football. The interest just keeps growing over the years. Just spun away from the defender. So poor clearance. So the Khelo India Football Delhi Women's League also going on simultaneously. on Sportscast India's YouTube channel. That is the other stream. If you are on this, you are watching Rajasthan Senior Women's Football Championship. The winners to qualify for the Hero Indian Women's League qualifiers. And Gokulam Kerala became the only club to participate in the AFC Women's Club Championship last year. Missed out this season due to the temporary suspension inclined by FIFA upon Indian football, which got revoked a few days ago. In one way, it has done well to ATK Mohan Bagan, who will be playing the interzonal semi-finals on 7th September against Kuala Lumpur City at the Salt Lake Stadium. That is going to be a big game. Currently busy with the Durand Cup. Another team from the state of Rajasthan, Rajasthan United, they are on the cusp of making their maiden entry into the quarterfinals of the Durand Cup if they manage to beat Indian Air Force in the last game. They've got that head-to-head advantage over ATK Mohan Bagan, and meanwhile an attempt, a miscommunication between the defenders, resulting into that chance for Pali. As I was talking about Rajasthan United and their growth in Indian football, and how they have confounded the football fans by defeating ATK Mohan Bagan in the opening game of the Durand Cup. And that is almost suicidal! Oh my word! So unlucky. A horrendous mistake from the goalkeeper. The second time in this game, Shriva. No, you do not want to be the number one from Pali at this point of time. It is 2-0 for Dungarpur with about 7 minutes remaining in this game. Knocked back on their strides. Pali, Dungarpur moving upfield aggressively, piling bodies forward. The match is in their grip. They're going to be the fifth team to qualify for the quarterfinals. That's a foul throw. And so coming up next is Hanumangarh against Bikaner. Will be exciting. Then Tank will take on Sikar. We're gonna end the day with the battle between Sri Ganganagar and Jhalawad. I think that game already completed and Jhalawad already qualified. Slightly messed up with the fixtures. A late kickoff. A whistle from the referee. And he must have seen something which he didn't like. Lots of tackles and lots of kicks flying in the air. They're not quite making contact with the ball. A few risky challenges. Pali have struggled to navigate that. Dungarpur with 2 goals gifted to them by the Pali goalkeeper. Two unforced errors. You've got to learn to keep your composure under pressure, which is why it is important to play in tournament like this at regular intervals to build yourself as a person, to build your character and temperament. And now rides the challenge. Pali coming forward, flag stayed down, the defender getting there first. Just a fraction too late, the assistant referee in raising the flag. Less than 3 minutes remaining. And now it's a 3-on-1. A couple of players in pink waiting in the middle but goes on her own. And this time, once again, wrong decision making. And I think pull back would have been a safest option. Two pink shirts completely empty in the middle. She was well within her rights to go on her own, but sometimes you just got to look towards your left and right before pulling the trigger. I couldn't resist her temptation from going for goal from that sort of an angle. The goalkeeper was also out of her line. And now poked forward. This is a chance for Pali! And they pulled one back late in the game. Will there be late drama? It's 2-1 here at the Union Football Ground. With just a minute remaining. Pali have pulled one back. Now they got to up their ante. As seconds tick by, Dungarpur will look to slow down the game, take their time. The free kick goes Pali's way. Got to pump it straight into the penalty area. But no such energy on the legs of these players. And here they come. From the right, cutting inside. And the number 5 making a promising run but lost the sight of the ball. The attack is still on for the girls in orange. There's going to be a full-time whistle any moment. Time up. Maybe one last chance for Pali to get back into this game. And no such glaring mistakes from Dungarpur. Uh, Finally, they've managed to ride that late scare, hold on to their lead, and qualify for the quarter-final. They've been the fifth team to qualify for the quarterfinals of the Rajasthan Senior Women's State Football Championship. And their standout performer is the number 10 Nikita with a brace this evening here. And Yashoda did pull one back, but it was too late for Pali to salvage something from this game. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Few more games coming up your way.